Hello, guys, this is Anthony, and thank you very much for coming again to this channel. And today, there's something that I've been looking at, and I find it very important for us to learn as we are looking at our financial planning and how to improve our financial status. So, I have something that we need to discuss and also share, and it's a very important thing that if it has not affected you, or maybe it will, or if not, it has affected you indirectly. But I want you to be very keen and understand this topic for today. Today, we want to look at 5 tips to avoid financial fraud. We are living in an era that there are a lot of scammers and they've gone online. They tend to look so nice, and at the end of the day, you'll find yourself being scammed, or you'll find you being among the people who will be proud of their finances. So there's this thing that you need to put more effort and make sure that you understand more well how to avoid them. First of all, you need to protect your personal information uh, because your fortunes relies on your identification. There's so many ways the scammers will get your information, especially from your ID. I remember I was talking to another young man back in my country, whom, after getting the national ID, he went on and took the photo of his national ID and put in the Facebook. And I was telling him if he can delete it, because that information can be used to steal from him. But he didn't understand why I was telling him that. So, like for us here in the United States, you will find that mostly of our personal information someone can get from our ID, and for example, our PIN and our password and so many other things. And at the end, you'll find that they get into our details and get your financial, and they can fraud you, they can scam you. I remember one of the day when I got a call and someone was telling me to give him information about my social security, that they are from the Social Security Administration. And then when I wanted to know more why they were asking, because they wanted to tell me about the retirement and other things, so I knew they're scammers, but I went on communicating to them because I wanted to know the detail of what they were doing. So at the end of the day, when I followed them up, they were telling me that we go meet at one of the store, so that they can transact some 1, 2, 3 things, and I need to go with my credit card and other things. And I came to realize there were scammers, and I told them the Social Security Administration cannot call me by phone. If they have anything that they want me to act on, they have to send me a letter, and the letter will come directly from their office. I don't understand how I can go to a nearby giant store or any store around for us to transact business of federal government or even of the state government. So we have to be very careful to protect your personal information. Another thing is you have to be to make sure that when you are in online, you have to make sure that you are also having online securities, because there are so many people because who have studied and they know many things about how to they can transfer information, especially when you go and use someone's laptop, or you go to the library and you do all what you should do with the computer in the library, and then you forget to log out and also clear everything. So at the end of the day, they find that you have made it more easier for them to go online, also get more of your information, and that can lead you to financial fraud. Yeah, another thing is you have to be very careful when you're transferring money, uh, because if you're not really careful at the end, you will find yourself transferring money to a wrong person. And this happened to us. I remember my wife, a friend of mine, chatted with her uh, in Messenger, and said that he's in trouble and needs some financial help. And then she called me, she asked me if this guy has never asked us for money, can we help? So she went on and sent money to that person, but when she asked that person, the person gave another number, so the money was supposed to be transferred to a different number. So because we were busy and I didn't really put into to be very keen, so at the end of the day, when she transferred, the same person again said that, now can you add me another cash, because I didn't know that it won't be enough. So it's when we followed it up and we realized that we realized that that was not the person that was communicating to us. So we came to realize it was a scammer. So you have to be very careful when you are transferring money. Don't just transfer to any person. When you are putting your detail, another thing, you have to be very careful. Another thing is you have to look out of scams. Yeah, there's so many people. The way they will communicate to you, the way they will chat with you, you'll know these people are not the true guys, or their people, their intent is to scam your money. Like, especially for us who are here in United States, you'll find that many people keep on asking us about how we came. Maybe we came through green card, we came to school, another came in different ways. So some scammers or people who want to fraud information have realized other way of getting your information, and also scamming, getting money from you in a wrong way. So they will come up with some details of some of their applications in their phones, that they will want you to log in and put your information, that after that they will help you to win a lottery, green card, or many other things. And after that they get money from you. But in really sense, when you're applying for green card, they will not ask you for any money. You have to do all the information, deal everything when it is announced, so you don't need to give any cash. So you have to be very careful, especially in this digital era that we are living now, so that they don't scam. So you also need to don't be tempted by high return, because mostly you find them, they will tell you how you will get good money after you transact business with them, or how you'll get more good opportunities when you transfer business with them. So we have to be very careful and make sure that you put into consideration the 5 tips to avoid financial fraud. Because a friend of mine, after working so hard, saving her money that she wanted to start as a capital to do a business, because she wanted also to make herself to be more stable. So at the end of the day, she went on being scammed of all the money, and that was not really good for her. After saving, sweating, all that, and the money just disappeared. So you have to be very careful and make sure that we put the 5 tips to avoid financial fraud. Yeah, we need to protect our personal information. We have to make sure that when you're online, you have to be more sure that you're secure. You have to be very careful when you're transferring money or cash, or any cash transaction. And you also need to look out of scams, and you also need not to be tempted with high returns, or the very big opportunities that they bring and they bang on you, and you find like this one will get me out of poverty, will get me out of this struggle, and at the end they get the little that you had saved. Maybe you had saved, you wanted to budget to do something great, and then they get it, and then you start from zero. So anyway, and we as Christians, we believe that God always is with us. So I want to tell you that always when you trust and you pray, God will always help you to have the spirit of discernment. And once you have the spirit of discernment, and with the information that I've given you, the 5 tips that I've given you, it will help you to identify if this opportunity that's coming to me is a fraud or is a scam. Thank you, and God bless you. God bless you.